Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Mitford Pottery. A little bit of a different one for you today. Trimming and decorating was an idea from a recent live stream. Going to have the chattered effect, which gives us our texture. But we're going to sgraffito that chattering in blues and greens. It'll all become clear in a minute. First of all though, we've got to do a little bit of trimming. So I'm going to take a bit of weight out of this vase. Well, it's a vase at the minute, soon to become a lamp. So we're going to make sure that's centered. That's not too bad. We need a spinner and a lid. Now, because this is going to have the base cut out, that's quite thin. So I need to spread the weight out a little bit. Do a trimming tool as well, that would help, wouldn't it? That would help. Where's my trimming tools gone? And a maker's mark. I need one of them as well. There. As always, not very well prepared. Even though I try to prepare. Right, first things first. So we're going to do a bit of trimming on this item, which I've been talking about, but you can't see. So enough looking at my bracket. We will get down on that, and then we will zoom in a wee bit. Yeah, so that's what we're going to trim. This is going to become a lamp at some point. I will speed this bit up because it's just a very basic trim, just to get a bit of weight out the base. So nothing too exciting. So here we go. So trimming, I'll speak to you in a minute. Right, so got a bit of weight out of there. We don't have to worry too much about the smoothness because it's going to be burnished in a minute. As long as we haven't got too many big gouges, we just want to make it relatively nice. Right, so that's that bit. Now, next tricky bit. Going to get rid of some of these cuttings here. Right, that's the bulk of them out the way. Right, so next, because it's going to be a lamp, we are going to take this out so we can get to the fitting on the other end. So I'm going to go nice and slow. I'm just going to use the point. I'll tell you what I do need. I need my glasses. So I'm just going to cut this bit out like so. Wasn't happy with that bit. This bit. Right, I'll stop that. I need a knife next. Prefer to do this bit by hand. Oh, so it's wasn't too bad, the thickness on that. Smooth that last cut up there. Right, so that's that. Smooth that off. Open this out. So now we have a hollow form. All the bits out. So the next sort of tricky bit, just going to even that up a bit. Not happy with that. Just going to make that a bit smoother. That's it. Right, so we'll come back to that bit in a minute. So I'm going to put a bit in there which allows you to get your cable in and out without it resting on one side. Now we want this bit pretty centered. That's alright. Now, I've got a lovely tool, the Hsinchuen Lin spinner. So you get the spinner bit. You also get a nice disc that it fits in. And that's got gradients on it and little marks. And it's got a hole in the middle for centering. So we're going to line that up with the existing circles. Make sure that goes like that. And with our pin tool, hopefully that fits in. So the pin tool marks the centre. Now I know for experience we've got a hole cutter which is just thicker than a 10.5mm drill. In fact, I might go, if I've got a 10, I'll go 10. Hole cutters are okay, but because of the angled point on them, they're a bit tricky to get a hole in the middle. What's that? So this drill bit is come on, size must be on here somewhere. Is it the same as that one? Same as that one, man. I want a 10. Nine. That'll do. It's close enough. So 9mm. It fits inside the hole cutter, and the hole cutter was just a bit too big, so I'm going to use this. So because we've got a point there, we know where to put the drill bit point. So we know that's going to be in the middle, and we just gently spin that and we'll turn it around, use the blunt end. Out of the way. Right, done. Hole done. That done. Now for the exciting bit. We're now going to cover this in slip and burnish it, but to do that we were going to go to the other wheel. So be back in a minute with the magic of editing, and join me on the small wheel. Whew. Bit of Jon the Potter there. Right, so we're on the small wheel. We've got that. Not very prepared tonight. I'm all mixed up. So we got some water, we got some brushes, we got our slip. Now I was going to go blue, green for the grass, blue for the sky. So it's going to go green to blue. But I'm thinking I'll go for it. I'm going to put a turquoise in the middle. So a little band of turquoise about there for the change of that. Now, what I do need, I need a spoon for burnishing. So we'll get one of them as well. Right. So first things first, we got to centre this fella. Oh, good guess. Right. So green to start with. It feels a bit watery, so wish me luck. Let's have a look at the consistency in here. Not too bad. So that's it there. So it's not too bad. The green doesn't half stink. So quite a wide brush, a nice slow speed. Give it a mix. I'm going about there, so I'm going to start sort of midway. And because it's a bit watery, don't want it to run too much. So as I do this bit, I will speed it up and you'll see the colours change miraculously, as if by magic. This is going to be the worst bit there, because I don't want to go onto the foot. And the first coat of slip is usually the worst to get on. So it's like painting a brand new wall. Right, we now have a coloured vase. It's not looking too bad. Right, now next bit's burnishing. Now to do that we've got to dry this off a little bit. This is the noisy bit, heat gun. So again, go nice and slow. I'll edit this bit out because it's very noisy, so I'll speak to you in a minute. Right, so we're now relatively dry to the touch. So now with burnishing, now I do need our little lid back. I need to give it a clean. Just so we don't get any particles stuck in it. Right, so I'm going to do this bit first, then I'm going to burnish the top. So again, I'll speed this bit up for you because it's a bit boring to watch. But by the end you should see this shiny, and then we're going to do another coat, burnish it, and then chatter it, which is where all the fun begins. So I'm using a spoon, so I'll speak to you in a second. Right, burnished. So as you can see, the green's gone on pretty well, turquoise that, and the blue's a bit patchy, but another coat should take that into account. So this time I might do, I'm going to do a bit of blue first, just to see how well that, give it a shake, just to see how well that covers. And I've already got blue on the brush, so give it a good mix, give it a little spin. So I'll do the top first, see what that covers like. Oh yes, that's better. Much better. Right, second layer done. Colours out of the way. So again, blast with a heat gun, burnish, see what it looks like. So, speak to you in a second. Right, a bit of burnishing. Right, burnishing done. The top's just dropped a little bit, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it like that. Just where I was putting pressure on it. So what I'm going to do, trusty sponge on a stick. Just to press back down on that like that, that's it, just to make it nice and flat. I'll look inside there, that looks okay. So centre them up again. like so. Right, this is where the fun begins. Right, what I do want, where's my lids? Because I'm going to press on it again and get a wider lid this time, so I don't put a dent in the middle again. Just clean that off. So I just got a wider lid this time. That's going to fit on there, just so I can put a bit of downward pressure on it when I chatter it. And for chattering, it's a bit more precarious because we've got to go a bit quicker. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the direction of the wheel so I can chatter on this side so you can see what's happening. So like I say, it's a bit more precarious because we've got to go a bit quicker. Get our spinner in. So I'm going about that. So here we go. Chattering. We'll start on the green. Needs to be going faster, and I need a better chattering blade. Need that one. So we need to be going a bit faster, I think. So that one's got a square profile, that one's got a bit more of a round profile. Hopefully I get into them little bits. So get it going a bit quicker. There you go. It chattered. Now, got to do the top. I'm going to do the top to match. Spectacular. Let's have a look. Oh yes, we'll see if we can zoom in a bit. So there's our blue. Terrible camera work. There's our turquoise band and into our green. So there you have it. A chattered lamp. I need to turn that around so I can see the camera. Move that up a bit. Well, there you go, something a bit different. Hopefully a clear glaze on this and it'll come out spot on. So next one, I'm going to try a similar texturing effect but with sodium silicate. So keep an eye open for that video in a week or two. So until then, clears the way. I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye for now, and I'll leave you with our chattered soon to be lamp. Bye for now.